Hello, Radioheads. We're here with Dwayne Steeler, the star of June, the star and creator of Bloodstab. Bloodstab 2 is coming soon. Artist with a huge art collection, which was in my basement recently. So, hello, Dwayne. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to have me in your show.
Now, we produced a short film that you starred in. What was your favorite part of the production of June that we shot here and downstairs?
My favorite part is downstairs in the basement, and we has a lot of Nintendos, a lot of old school stuff. It was a really fun experiment with the crew, and especially our co-star Cindy Colons. Cindy, she's a fantastic actress. She's a great actress. She's really talented.
And we had all of this Atari and all this stuff from the 80s, thanks to Sean Fennick, who's a huge collector.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
He's a nice guy.
Very amazing. It's very cool.
Now, what was
especially VHS.
What was your least favorite part? Your least favorite part of shooting June?
Oh, my favorite part is relationship with me and Cindy. Play the character, and I play the character Noir Jacques. He's also an artist, a good and very. Cindy, she played June. She's more like a very attractive Asian woman. She's very attractive, very beautiful.
Now, what was the hardest part of shooting June, or your least favorite part of shooting June? Least favorite.
I think the least favorite is around the scenes. So I think around the scenes is kind of, well, not comfortable, but we just understand. We just do some acting. It's not very personal relationship. It's just acting. But me and Sydney, we did a great job. It was kind of hard.
I was there for your erotic scene downstairs. Now, moving on to Bloodstab.
Yes.
You wrote and starred in Bloodstab that was all shot in one day. In 30 to 60 seconds, describe Bloodstab. What is it?
It's more like inspired to Albert Hitchcock or Psycho. But I just come up with an idea. I come up with an idea that you got two characters. You got one, I played Bob as Pastor Joker. We have another actor named Cindy who play Emily, and I was playing some of her. And then you got a mysterious killer come on in and just slashes both, kill his both, and we wrote the video. Well, I can't spoil it, so everyone had to watch it themselves. Bloodstab on Troma now.
Best part of Bloodstab, favorite part?
My favorite part is play pranks with the actress.
Okay.
And then I did the apologize scene, and then the love scene, and then I got killed.
I like Kelly's part. Kelly was fun. She was a fun, crazy one. And the least favorite part of the thing. What was the worst part of Bloodstab?
Oh my God. My favorite part, the worst part is they were showing my ass. They got talking about my ass for a long time. That was the most worst part. A lot of friends was talking about it. They was laughing my ass. I said, "How are we gonna see Steeler's ass?"
Oh my God!
Why do you want to talk about our ass? Come on.
Well, you bared it. You bared it for the movies, for art. The things you do for art. Now, Bloodstab 2. Bloodstab 2. Well, I might be involved. We'll see. But Bloodstab 2 is going to probably be coming out and being produced in the winter, probably. Maybe this December we'll work on it. What should we expect to see in Bloodstab 2?
Well, since after last year I finished my script. It's a long script. I think it's gonna be next year. It's gonna be next year for now. They will keep us posted in the future. but this year we're gonna focus on another short film that I did finish my script also last year. So we're about to do our new next project coming up in the fall, maybe November or December, but not Bless That 2. Not yet. We're still on hold. We're gonna have to wait. Maybe in next year, 2022, in the future, but they will keep us posted when the time comes.
So here, I'm gonna count this. Who would be your top 8 people to create a film with? Because usually on set, there could be 3 people, but there could be 10. So let's say you have to pick your top 8. Who's in your top 8 crew right now? Go.
Thom, Rives, John, Johnny, another Johnny as well, Sean, Jen, Kelly.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, these are the top people I would work together. Huh?
I made the cut. This Jen?
Yeah. You're part of the crew, especially Gabe. I forgot about Gabe. I'm sorry.
Gotta add Gabe. I just got off the phone with Thom. Thom's great. We're talking about making his film in the fall. So he's another artistic dynamo. He's got so much going on. So he's another one to watch. All right, we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch from the movies talk. So now you do a lot of erotic werewolf art. You're very, very good artist. I was an art minor in college. I did a lot of art back in the day, but I don't really share my work anymore. So now your work is very interesting. It's very cool quality. You have a huge collection, huge portfolios you brought over here. We put all over the walls. Now, what do you adore about werewolves? Like, what is it about werewolves that you like?
I've been loving werewolves creatures for a very long time. I grew up watching some fantastic wicked horror films like The American Werewolf in London, The Howling. Let's see. What's the other werewolf? Oh yeah, Howl for back in 2015. They came out in England. Dog Soldiers. I think The Howling and American Werewolf, both of them are one of my favorite best werewolf movie. Came out back in 1981. I was really inspired with the transformation and the monsters and especially the sexuality with the female character from The Howling. That's she's one of my favorite character.
Okay. So now these are random questions now. I'm a big fan of vampires. I played a vampire in a film festival. I've always loved vampires. As a little kid, I watched vampire movies. Now, who would win in a fight? Vampires or werewolves?
Now we're gonna talk about Underworld, don't we? Oh yeah. My goodness. It's just like werewolf versus vampire. Oh my God. I had a lot of respect. I love vampires. Believe me, I love vampire creatures. I had a lot of respect for them. I'm more like a werewolf. I'm more like a werewolf maniac. So I'm more as a lycanthrope. I don't want to go against species like vampires, but werewolves and vampires, we're all creatures of the night, so we all should get along. The real enemies is the humans. The humans are the real enemies, want to wipe out the monsters and the creatures on planet Earth, because the humans are the real monsters.
So all werewolf lives matter, all vampire lives matter. You're very kind to both species. You didn't want to knock either one. That was a very diplomatic answer. Okay. All right. So now what we think about is who we become. If you think a lot about something, even a song, a lot of times we can actually start becoming like that. Some people think that we'll channel something. I'll think about certain comedians and I'll start acting like them. So now you spend a lot of time drawing and thinking and creating werewolves on paper. What qualities of you are similar to werewolves?
Let's see. Werewolves. Maybe a body horror transformation. That's a good answer.
Body horror. I don't know what that means.
Okay. Have you ever seen any David Cronenberg's films? He's the master of body horror. That I was really inspired. His vision and his movie style. Since the likes of the remake classic movies like The Fly from 1986, that is the most bestest spy horror movie ever.
Okay. So are there aspects of you that are werewolf-like? Are there things that you feel that are similar to werewolves?
Yeah, but you know what? Not only werewolves, but more like hulky monsters and body growing and close ripping. And I really love the power, but I think the females are more powerful than the males.
Ah,
No offense myself, but the females, they do have sexuality and beauty, and they do have the beast inside. They could be
oh, okay.
werewolves, or they could be were vampires, or the altered she hulk monsters or she demons. I could definitely work on drawing female monsters, but I can still draw male monsters as well. I can still do that.
So perfect segue. Would you marry a girl or date a girl who identifies as a werewolf? She said, I really am a werewolf. Could that girl be your girlfriend?
Hell yeah! If she's a werewolf, hell yeah, I will marry her. For
Okay,
real.
okay. So now would you prefer a girlfriend to wear fangs and fur or no fangs and fur?
I think Bangus fur will be
What if
way.
she's really hairy? What if I started growing hair on my shoulders? Would that be okay?
That'll be sexy.
So you like my last boyfriend. He has like hairy shoulders. I've never seen a guy with hairy shoulders, only old men. He's a young man. He has hair on his shoulders. So
Oh,
crazy,
he's
right?
oh yeah, yeah. I think he is.
Yeah, like he's a very manly man. So it's okay. He's still pretty even though he has hairy shoulders. Okay, we're almost done. Your top three things that you like to draw. Werewolves, obviously.
Mhm.
What else?
Uh, animation cartoon characters.
Okay.
Let's see, comic book characters or heavy metal bands or pro wrestlers. I grew up watching wrestling, watching animated cartoons, and that's exactly I became an artist since back I was 13 years old. But the first time I started drawing, I started drawing Looney Tunes like Bugs Bunny, Daffy
Okay.
Duck, Run Away Coyote. That's why I started drawing with free hands. But I used to trace once before in my guilty pleasure. Yes, I do have a guilty pleasure, so that is the truth.
Okay.
So I just start drawing with free hands without tracing. But I start practice. I start practice when I was very young. It takes some time. It takes for like maybe like more than 5 or 6 years.
No,
But
your
you know the
skill, your
practice.
skill is impeccable. And any metal artist or any wrestler that you draw should be very thankful. If I was a pro wrestler, I would love you to draw me. Your work is really phenomenal. So your top three painters or artists, who are they?
Ooh, now this is very interesting. My favorite painters and especially cartoonists, Bob Ross. He's one of my true heroes. I love Bob Ross. Chuck Jones. He's
Okay.
one of my true heroes. True heroes. I really love his animated art style. And Rob Bosky. I really love Rob Bosky's animated vision and his style. I watched one of his classic animation film for adults, but I love Rob Bosky's his vision, his art styles, his career ideas, animals or stereotype characters. I mean, very underrated. But he's one of legend in his own right. I was very inspired.
Well, hopefully after COVID, we could see your work in galleries. You have so much work. You have enough work to cover all the walls in this room for sure. And my last
Yeah,
question
yeah.
is what would you like us to know? Or do you have any messages that you would like to share to the world? Something that's important to you?
Not exactly. I don't want to show it in the mainstream. And I'm not much in the mainstream person. I'm more like an independent and underground artist and actor because I like to make art. I love to make art. I love do some acting, writing ideas or create my next film and still work on some other drawings. So I'm not much to get the world attention. You know how the world is. You know the world is really really crazy out there, and they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want anymore.
Okay.
Back in the 80s, back in the 80s, the days in the 80s, they were so cool. I was born in the 80s. The 80s was awesome, but to today, it's better. It's better is that you got best friend. I mean, I have best friends who supporting me, who love my film, who loves my artwork, and they're behind me 100%. And I totally behind them 100% because I love my best friends, the cast and the crew members, and especially my family, and especially my very close best friends. They supported me, and I supported them 100% guarantee, and I support your peers
Thank you.
100%. So you supported me a lot, very a lot. So I really support your peers, your acting, your vision, your style, and you're really amazing. You're really amazing with your films as well.
Yeah.
So I've been watching your other
Lots
films.
of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And May 1st, we're going to be at Film Noir Cinema doing a Q&A about June and This Night's End. I believe you're going to be there on the panel, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Right? May 1st.
Yeah,
May 1st. Oh,
yeah.
and we're all, I just found out, we're both going to be at the Big Apple Con. I'll be at Big Apple Con with It Came From the Radio interviewing, and I heard that you're going to be there as well.
Oh, and on May 1st at the at the New York hotel.
Yeah, yeah.
So wish me that if we see each other, maybe we should go together to film a seminar for our feature. But that'll be awesome. So I could.
You there? We'll be there.
Yeah,
We'll be there. They came from the radio, and then at night we'll be a Film Noir Cinema. So we're gonna be two places the same day. Dwayne, we're gonna wrap this up. It's been real. It's almost 6:40. Whoa. Okay. Thank you so much. You're great. You're always good energy. You're always positive. Always come in good vibes. So thank you so much for the interview, and well, stay tuned for more. It Came From the Radio. And now I will stop.